Hello everyone, and in this video we'll be looking at support weapons. There are a number of different types of support weapons, including machine guns, shown by this light machine gun, medium machine gun, heavy machine gun, light mortars, flamethrowers, anti-tank rifles, phone, radio, demolition charge, and light anti-tank weapons represented by this Panzerfaust. I will be doing individual videos on each of these weaponry. In this video we'll be covering the basic rules which cover all support weapons. A multi-man counter may use a maximum of 2 support weapons, but gives up its inherent firepower. It may use one support weapon and keep its inherent firepower. A support weapon is possessed by the first unit stacked beneath it. If there is no unit stacked beneath it, it is unpossessed. A support weapon must be possessed to be able to fire or move. A unit may possess any number of support weapons. If a unit breaks and rallies in the same location, it continues to possess its support weapons. If a broken unit leaves its location, it may not carry support weapons greater than its inherent portage point allowance. A unbroken unit may drop possession of a support weapon at no movement factor costs during the movement phase, advance phase or close combat phase in order to withdraw from melee. Support weapons are also dropped by units before they are captured or surrender. Unpossessed support weapons dropped in a marsh, stream, water obstacle, blaze location, burning vehicle, rubble building are destroyed. In Hex T6 we have an American squad, 9-1 leader and 2 light machine guns. The bottom light machine gun is actually possessed by the squad, as that is a unit below it. The other light machine gun is actually possessed by the 9-1 leader, as that is the unit below it, and not by the squad. The German movement phase, and the German squad in T6 possesses a light mortar. It wishes to move across to T8. Because it's carrying a light mortar, which has 5 portage points, this is 2 portage points above its normal 3 portage point allowance, so some of this reduces movement phase factor by 2. It decides then to drop mortar in T6 before moving. Moving T7 for 2, T8 for 3. The mortar is now unpossessed in Hex T6. It is a route phase, and there's a German broken unit in S9 which is in the open and in line of sight of 2 French squads in Q7, so it must route to route terrain. It presently possesses a mortar. As this mortar is above its portage point allowance, it must leave it in the hex before routing towards the closest routable terrain in U9. The mortar is now unpossessed in S9. Good order units which are not pinned in the same location may transfer support weapons between themselves only during the rally phase, start of the advance phase, or when a multi-man counter is replaced by 2 half squads. During the British turn, a squad in AA9, the British player decides to break into 2 half squads. And put 1 machine gun with each half squad. A unit may take possession of an unpossessed support weapon at the start of any rally phase, as their sole action during the phase, provided they make a recovery die roll of 5 and less. A unit may try and take possession of an unpossessed support weapon in the movement phase at the cost of 1 movement factor, provided they make a recovery die roll of 5 and less. The unit may only make 1 attempt per support weapon. Only a single man counter may recover a support weapon from a broken unit by rolling a recovery die roll of 5 and less during the rally phase and movement phase at no movement factor costs. If a unit surrenders, eliminated or routes away and does not have enough portage points to carry all support weapons, a single man counter may immediately recover all the support weapons regardless of the phase. In all cases, the recovering unit must be in good order, unpinned, not in bypass, in the same location as the support weapon, and does not contain an armed known enemy unit. A recovered support weapon may not be transferred in the same phase. All die roll recovery attempts are subject to a +1 if the unit is CX and +1 at night. It is the Italian player's rally phase, and his squad in hex 04 wishes to recover the light machine gun also situated in 04. But the squad is actually on a crest counter. Sometimes it's not the same location as a light machine gun, so it cannot recover it. It's the French player's movement phase, and they have a squad in P6 and a medium machine gun which is not possessed by anybody in 06. French player plays 2 movement factors to enter the wooden building in 06 and decides they wish to recover the machine gun. They roll 4, which is 5 or less, and sometimes recover it but pay 1 extra movement factor for the attempt, which means they've now spent 3 movement factors. Whenever a support weapon is fired, there is a chance it will malfunction. Each support weapon has a breakdown number of 12 unless it has a breakdown number on its counter, which is either represented by the letter B or X followed by a number, such as this British light machine gun, which has B11. This is its actual breakdown number. If the original die roll should equal or be greater than its breakdown number, that support weapon has malfunctioned and is either flipped to its breakdown side or marked with a breakdown marker. If a support weapon should roll higher than the number beside the letter X, it is permanently removed from the game. This Russian flamethrower has an X number of 10, so if we should roll a 10, 11 or 12 with our infantry fire attack, the flamethrower will be removed from the game. In this case it's actually classified as running out of fuel. If more than one support weapon should fail breakdown as part of a fire group, then random selection is used to determine which support weapon or weapons are affected. During the rally phase, any good order unit may attempt to repair as many of its malfunctioned support weapons by rolling a single die with no modifications. If the die roll is less than or equal to the repair number, that weapon has been repaired. A roll of 6 eliminates the support weapon and any other result has no effect. A captured support weapon may never be repaired unless recaptured by its original side. The repair number is represented by the letter R with a number beside it, found in most cases on the malfunction side of the support weapon. It's German rally phase, and a German 447 squad in 07 has a broken medium machine gun, which has a repair number of 2, so rolling a 1 or 2 will repair it. Rolling a 6 will permanently eliminate it. In this case, the German player rolls a 1 and has subsequently repaired the medium machine gun. During the prep fire or defensive fire phase, any good order unit may deliberately eliminate or malfunction a support weapon as then firing it. You may only eliminate all malfunction support weapons up to the amount you may normally fire. Such destruction counts as use of a support weapon. When a final KIA result occurs on the infantry fire table, except ordnance, demolition charge or off-board artillery fire, there may be a chance a support weapon is destroyed or malfunctioned. Roll a single die for each support weapon possessed by the units that were eliminated, using the same column of the infantry fire table that produced the KIA result. If a die roll is a KIA, the support weapon is eliminated. If a K, it is malfunctioned. If already malfunctioned, it is eliminated. It's American prep fire phase, and the Americans have 2 6.6 squads 9-1 leader in 09, another 2 6.6 squads and an 8-1 leader in P9, and decide to fire against a German squad in 07, which is in a wooden building. They have a total of 24 fire points, with a -1 as both stacks have a -1 leader. They roll 3. This goes to a 5 on the 24-point table. -1 for the leader takes it to a 4, which gives them a 1 KIA. This eliminates the German squad. Now each of the support weapons now to roll a single die on the same table. On the 24 table, if they roll 1, a 2, a 3 or a 4, it will destroy the support weapon. If they roll a 5, it will malfunction. As the medium machine gun is already malfunctioned, if it should roll another 5 or anything but a 6, it will be destroyed. Any light mortar of greater than or equal to 4 portage points, 76mm to 82mm, or non-Russian heavy machine gun, medium machine gun and Russian .50 caliber machine gun can be dismantled, reducing its portage point cost. A dismantled weapon is replaced with its appropriate dismantle counter. A weapon can be dismantled or assembled during the prep fire phase or defensive fire phase by its possessing unit if the weapon has not been fired, but counts as having used the weapon. You may only dismantle or assemble as many weapons as you can fire. A weapon may start dismantled at the beginning of the scenario. A malfunction weapon may be dismantled and be repaired in its dismantled state. A dismantled support weapon cannot fire except dismantled German heavy or medium machine gun, which fires as a light machine gun. Should a German heavy or medium machine gun malfunction in its dismantled form, it may be reassembled in its malfunctioned form and be repaired. Thank you for watching. If you found this video useful, please leave a like as it helps the channel. Bye for now.